Well, I think the biggest gain is the gain of scale. China Mobile has rolled out 700,000 base stations on TD-LTE. They'll get to 1 million by the end of this year. Compared to that, in India, between us and Jio, we'll have 100,000 base stations. So it's a 10x scale that we're looking at. So procurement, getting the benefit of the scale, working on joint standards. There are issues to be done between FD, TD, carrier aggregation, handover from 4G, 3G, VoLTE roaming. So all these things need to be done. And I think working closely with China Mobile will give us the benefit of accelerating this process.
You mentioned procurement as well, sir. In terms of numbers, if you could just give us, both in terms of capex and also, of course, in terms of overall numbers, how does it benefit?
Well, we are going to roll out on top of our 20,000 TD-LTE base station, another 20,000 next year. We are rolling out a lot of FD networks now. 14 cities already have TD-LTE services, 4G services from Airtel. So a lot of activity is going to happen. We want more devices, MiFi, dongles, and customers need to start getting the benefit and advantage of the high-speed, high-capacity 4G. If you go to Bangalore, Pune, Chandigarh, Calcutta, people are already starting to enjoy it.
Sir, is this really the right, or do you think the timing is perfect given that Reliance Jio launch is also expected and 4G, this would really be the big game changer for Airtel when it is to compete with the Reliance Jio and 4G?
Well, yes, it clearly gives our intent. We have been working on 4G along with Reliance for the last nearly 5 years now.
China Mobile, yeah.
No, with Reliance. With Reliance, because we are developing the Indian ecosystem. Because Reliance is building TD-LTE, we are building TD-LTE. We are the only two operators doing it in India. And as I've said before, no one can do it. So I'm very happy that we have a house like Reliance also part of this journey. That will actually give momentum to the ecosystem.
So this will really be the perfect opportunity to compete and take Reliance Jio head-on, given that Reliance has very ambitious plans as far as 4G and its telecom foray is concerned.
We all have ambitious plans. I mean, we will be in the same market, same place, going to the same customers. Reliance is a very serious and formidable, company, and they will make a space for themselves. But equally, we will be fighting for that space as well.
Sir, this strategic tie-up, do you think would also lead to some financial tie-up at a later stage? Probably China Mobile could use Bharti Airtel to enter India, probably pick up some stake, pick equity in the company. Do you think that's a logical conclusion?
Well, they are coming into India for the first time. They will understand the Indian market through our eyes. They work closely with our people, understand our company. And that is very important, I think, from their point of view, to see how Indian market works. As equally, it's important for us how China Mobile progresses. Now, where will this go into the future? Will this morph into a more, closer cooperation and relationship? Only time can tell. I mean, we talk to them very openly about many things that we do. But at the moment, this strategic partnership is limited to a deeper collaboration around TD-LTE and eventually going into standard setting for 5G.
But you wouldn't rule out a financial relationship as well in terms of an equity partnership as well?
I wouldn't say that you need to rule out or confirm it, because there is no discussion around there at the moment.
Okay, so one last question. The next round of auctions are slated to happen very soon as well. So given that there is very little spectrum that is being put up in the 2100 and 900 megahertz space, do you think that the overall pricing could actually be very, very high, and that of course could have a huge impact on balance sheets as well?
I think already the reserve price is set at a fairly high level. I don't expect people to burn big holes in the balance sheet. Already the spectrum that is being acquired at the basis of reserve price looks pretty dear. Everybody has their spectrum to renew. Everybody's busy working on that. But the government should be happy. They'll be able to pick up a lot of money. I only wish that they had been able to put more spectrum to take away some of the heat in the auction. And I really hope that the minister's promise that more will come very soon is kept.
So in 2100 megahertz, there is only one slot, given that there are no pan-India operators in 2100 right now. How expensive do you think that will be? And do you think, and would Airtel look to buy 3G to become a pan-India operator?
Well, we have about 6 or 7 places where we need 3G. We'll certainly try to pick up a slot there. But since more is coming, we don't need to kill ourselves. I mean, already the reserve price is actually very, very high. And I don't expect the 3G part of the bidding to go very high, because people will fill in the gaps, and where they cannot, they will wait for the next round.
One last question. The real game changer will be, or the real thrust will be 900 megahertz, given that a lot of renewal spectrum is being put up for auction. So for Bharti Airtel as well, a lot of spectrum is expiring. if the spectrum becomes very expensive, is there a plan B that Bharti Airtel has? That is to not buy and look at something else?
Well, we already have 1800 spectrum. We bought a lot of 1800 in precisely these circles which are coming for renewal. If you look at our map, you will see that we have enough fallback spectrum. So I think amongst all the operators, we are in a pretty happier situation. We hope to defend our existing spectrum, and failing which we have a fallback on 1800.
Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/ETNow and don't forget to click the like button. You can also follow us on Twitter at ETNowLive. To stay updated with all our programming, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel by logging on to youtube.com/user/ETNow.